Hello. Today on Crashing In Podcast, I'm with Methods, brilliant band, synthy, indie, alternative band, and yeah, this is a cool one, bit different, and I went a bit of a different vibe this time. We're gonna have music videos of theirs in it, and it's all good. It's been a bit of a change on Crashing In, so enjoy.
Crashing In Podcast, episode 2, and today I'm with Methods. I'm going to say hello.
Hello.
Would you all mind just saying your name, what you play in the band for the people that are listening? Like,
I'm Ash and I sing sometimes.
I'm Ryan Deakin and I play the guitar.
I'm Nash, play keys.
I'm Adam, I'm bass.
Peter Bates, drums.
okay, man. So how's things at the moment?
All good, yeah, all good. It's just been lazy really since Christmas.
Yeah.
Haven't done anything.
Done anything over the Christmas, like, got hammered nap?
Apart from drink.
Yeah.
No, nothing else really. We've wrote some new tunes and got drunk.
I had my piano tuned.
You are?
I had my piano tuned.
Oh, yeah.
It's not a euphemism.
Is some of the tunes inspired after all the drinking and that over Christmas?
No.
No, not really. We've been trying to. Takes a bit longer to recover these days.
Yeah.
So, done a lot of recovery.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I suppose spending time with your family just makes you mad, doesn't it? So
Yeah.
you have to like express it in some way. Otherwise, like you'll murder someone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got them feelings too.
So let's talk about your latest gig. You're done back in November, like at the Clarendon. So how did that all go for you?
We had a lovely time.
It was a bit overwhelmed really, because putting it on ourselves and basically doing it all ourselves. You know, got the room and setting it all up. It was a long day and it was worth it. Like, it was great. It was a great vibe. And then after as well, Pezza on the DJ and Scott on the DJ.
It was full.
It was wicked, yeah, exactly, and it was good. Everyone was having a good time. It was wicked, like. That's it. And,
It was exactly what we hoped it would be.
it was, yeah, and more
It was,
like, yeah, it was good.
Yeah, and more actually.
It's great. I mean, because we worked on that set, you know, proper hard, like, you know. And
And I still fucked it up.
yeah, he's admitted it now.
I'll clear your name, Pete.
It's
Don't
it,
worry.
yeah. The Express the story.
I got the blame for
Slander
that.
that. Yeah.
You've heard it here now.
Fucking clap.
Like, what was the other two? Was it two bands that was supporting you?
Paper Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, we played a few gigs with them. And, we play like the.
Was someone else on?
No, it was just us.
DJs.
DJs and us. It's nice, isn't it? Like two bands,
Yeah.
and then just DJs, like,
Yeah.
and that's it. And everyone can just have a
Bit
fucking,
more
you know.
personal.
That's it, yeah, and have a bit of a party after, like.
Nice
instead of
little
it.
venue, to be fair. And
It's really good.
they should hold stuff like that more often.
Yeah, if they can get like a PA in there, but I suppose, like, you know, they use it for christenings and all that jazz.
Like, was it Clarendon that arranged it? Like, got used playing in there, or was it used that asked them?
We was after a room because we were supposed to be playing back in September, wasn't
Well,
it?
it started, originally it was May, wasn't it? Back
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
we booked the Hummingbird,
Oh.
and then just before we announced it,
That
shut down,
that shut down.
changed hands, and then whatever it is now, it opened. And then we arranged it to be at.
It's a good job it wasn't May because the EP wasn't ready till months after.
Till
That
October.
took a lot longer than we'd
Yeah.
anticipated, but we then we put it. We arranged it for the New Hampton pub, and then the brewery fucked about, so we don't like their attitude, so we didn't want to take our business to them, so
Yeah.
we we moved it to the Clarendon, which worked out for the best, I think.
Yeah, it was really
I
good.
think it was a better room anyway.
Christmas end of year piss at one.
It's quite local as well to Wolves, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just the room's perfect. It's a really good size, and
And they sell Sunbeam.
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
Banksy's
yeah.
Banksy's beer, which I'm a fan of.
Well, it's right in front of the brewery, so perfect place, isn't it?
Yeah, it's perfect.
Right.
So, can we take it from the beginning of like how long did you all know each other before the band?
Well, me and Ryan, we've grew up together since day one, near enough. And then we met Nash, many years ago now, and
When we were about 18.
about 18, yeah, so many years ago now.
Yeah, I was at college, I had a ponytail.
Yeah. He was a bit of a guitarist and a singer, wasn't you?
Yeah.
And we seen him and we went, do
Well,
you
okay, cool.
want to play keyboards? He was like,
You just
okay.
got loads of like grant money or something, hadn't you? So we
Yeah, I
like,
spent
quite
my-
keyboards.
Spent my student loan on
he
a-
got his student
on a
loan,
couple
didn't
of
he? He was like,
keyboards.
do you want to play keyboards and join our band? He was getting a keyboard, I don't know how to play keyboards. It was like, well, you got all this money, buy a keyboard. So that was the end of that. That was it. So
I
we
was
was
joined about 7 years ago. It was the last incarnation.
Oh, yeah.
that's it. And
Yeah, 7 years
Fucking hell.
ago.
met Pete about 6-7 years ago now, and that was it. Just been writing music and been gigging for the last couple of years, and
Yeah.
writing and recording gigs here and there, and yeah, it's going well. You know what I mean? We've released our EP at the end of last year, Anything, and so we've got some vinyl and that now to plug. So we do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got some vinyl. We had some merch for the first time at a gig, which is nice.
Yeah, it's lovely that was.
That was nice.
Have you done well on the merch, like, selling
it was
it?
alright actually.
So we done a sold a bit, didn't we? Yeah.
Some couple £100 worth.
Yeah.
Better than a poke in the eye.
Oh.
Yeah,
What
we're not
about-
normally that organised to get that stuff
Oh,
ready
yeah.
for gigs. We just tend to.
Yeah, we've got a couple of 2 or 3 festivals booked in this year, haven't we? Around the shop.
Yeah, we've got playing the Young Farmers Festival. Is that June, I think? That should be good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
we've got one up,
renowned for going and getting pissed, aren't they?
we've got one up Manchester as well, haven't we? At some point.
Manchester After All Festival in May. We've just been. We've got one in Wolverhampton in
Oh yeah. It's just
April.
Is it a festival more Wolverhampton? Or?
No, I think it's going to be. It should be with Spilt Milk. I think that's
Oh,
the. I'm just waiting for the email, but it's all gone through. So I don't know.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that
should
could
be
be
a good
like-
one at the Arts Centre.
at the Arts Centre of New Hampton. So
Towards the end of April, that one will be good.
Hmm. So how well did you do selling the EP out and all that?
Yeah, it's all right. It got received really well. To be fair, all the any blogs and whatever that reviewed it, that picked it up, gave it a really good review. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
So
like
it was-
Expression Star, like a few papers, like get it really like good, like over like 6 out of 10. So there was nothing lower than 6 out. Well, I don't think there was a.
No.
Yeah, 7 was the lowest out of 10.
Yeah,
So I mean, we'll fucking have that, like, you know what I mean. But to be honest, we don't really do it for, like, you know what I mean, fucking plaudits really. We enjoy doing it. You know, it's what keeps us here and keeps us sane to a certain degree. And you know what I mean. It is nice, like, you know. I get a bit of humble, like, really, when people like actually like what we do, because, you know, we're locked in this little bubble sometimes, like in here.
We're just doing what
Nice
we
little,
want to do, really.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we don't
Not
try
for
to
anyone else.
We don't
We
try
give it to
to.
other people to see what they think about it, really.
Yeah, we don't try and like never try to follow a crowd or anything like that. Do you know what I mean? And we are just saying that try to sound cool and different. You know, I suppose we are different because we don't really. We don't want to.
Sound like other bands, like the
Well,
typical.
yeah, but we don't set out not to want to sound like other bands. We just do what we do because we are the greatest musicians. You know what I mean? We don't know fucking, you know, we just do what feels good, and if it feels good and then it sounds good, then, you know, and then if someone says that sounds good, then it's like, fucking hell, cheers, we want something. You know what I mean? It's so.
So what motivated you all to be in a band? Like what and who inspired you into like being into a band, being in a band?
Go on, Pete.
Who inspired me? Probably when I was very young, probably the Beatles more than anything. But I was into, later on I was into like Buzzcocks magazine, Joy Division, that kind of music, and I always wanted to join Echo and the Bunnymen, because I thought they were right up my street. But when I was kind of like looking, I stopped playing for about 20 years, and then I was just looking at original bands, and these guys put an ad in this Party Sounds, and I played the video of them and had 4 songs, and I sent them an email and said, "I'm your perfect drummer." And then they didn't get back to me. Eventually they did, and I just find that music is more about emotion than talent. It definitely is, and actually tonight we just played a song that we've probably played 6 or 7 times, and when that moment arrives, you know, and somebody just said, Ryan just said, we don't have to play that again because we've just done it. Yeah, we've captured the moment. That's right. And that's a song that we're going to record in the studio, so we all know. So that, hence we sat here talking to you. So yeah, great.
Yeah. I mean, I think me and Ryan have just we've liked music. I think we started off getting into it, just getting into different little scenes and stuff like that. Obviously, you know, or the.
It was like the Britpop, really. Wasn't
Yeah,
it?
of course it was. Yeah, because we was in our teens.
All I wanted to do was play guitar, and that's all I cared about, really.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I don't know. I think it was when Primal Scream released Exterminator.
That was the turning point.
That was when that was
the turning point.
I stopped caring about the guitar, and I was like, fucking hell.
Just
it's all about
soundscapes and that kind of.
That's when it changed really for me. When I was serious about making music. Not so bothered about the instrument that I play. It's all about everything.
Well, that's it. You know, it's not just about one individual. You know, it's how you know, what's the word? You know, just being overindulgent in one instrument, especially in this band, do you know what I mean? It's all got to mould and work together.
I'm really happy if I haven't got to play anything, to be honest.
You can have a can. You can have a can.
You can have the thing possible.
Yeah, you can have a con break.
No, I mean, it's like we very often play, you know, things the same. Try the same sort of melody on probably all the instruments, basically to see. Because we might have a bass line and then go, actually, that A bass line, it needs to be a keys melody, or it needs to be played on the guitar. So I think. Like Ash was saying, in this setup, we ain't really that proud about if we've written, you know, if I've written something for the keys and then it don't really work, but it works better on the guitar. As long as it works, as long as that's the best thing for the song, I ain't bothered who plays. I ain't bothered who plays it. Do you know what I mean? So I think that's the sort of mindset that we just sort of allow each other to almost basically play each other's sort of instruments, really.
Somebody wrote a review, I don't know what song it was, and they spoke about that, how incredibly kind of layered and well structured the songs were, which was quite amazing, really. Like one person has picked up on that, so you know, if one person picks up on it.
Yeah, it's like what I said earlier, just getting them little comments off people and that, and just, you know, we just want to get the music out there now. And
I didn't even notice that, you know. But then again, I seen
well, we just get lost in it, probably.
I seen an ad on Facebook the other day, and it had musical instruments for sale outside the shop, plus drums. Just made me laugh.
So can you recall your first ever gig?
What?
Playing
Methods
first gig you ever played your music out to people?
I can't remember what I had for breakfast.
We had a smoothie.
Strawberries and bananas.
We're Melfi now, we're an elf kick. Pears and apples.
Is that the
and shit.
Yeah.
We played a big gig in a covers band, didn't we? At Bilston United.
Bilston United Football Club. God rest its soul.
I remember we did like a cover of like
Bills.
Smells Like Teen Spirit or something.
Oh, yeah,
Fucking hated it. Really hated it. Shit.
That's fucking hell, man.
Sounds totally different to what you
Yeah.
play now.
Just a little bit, yeah. I had to try to sing it. Oh, it's horrible. I think I self-harmed for a week.
Yeah.
I think most bands do that, though, don't they? I think pretty much every single band that's ever started has gone through the process of playing somebody else's songs first.
I'm going to say you learn to play.
That's where you start,
Yeah,
isn't it?
You've got to do it, yeah. You've got to do it.
It's like all simple chords as well, like four
Yeah.
basic chords and that. Like,
Well, that's it. Like going back to like the Beatles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
To learn guitar, I just had like a Beatles book, like Oasis book.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Oasis is easy. To be
Yeah, it's
fair.
a piece of piss in it, no,
First
but
thing I learned
you
was
know,
Columbia.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The first gig I ever played, we played in a talent contest,
Hmm.
and we did 2 songs. And one was Boredom, the Buzzcocks, and the other one was One Card Wonders, which I think it's got 2 cards in that one. But yeah, that was quite good.
So, like, what was your nerves like at that first ever gig compared to like now? Like, was you like shitting yourself or?
Still the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just nervous fast.
I used to shit
depends.
myself.
Yeah.
I used to be really bad, but I'm alright like now.
It's all about.
It's confidence, I think you just got to have confidence. If you've done
it's all
your,
about preparation.
exactly, I was just going to say, if you've done your prep and you have rehearsed, I know it's like a cliche, but if you've done it and you,
Shouldn't have anything to
no,
worry
exactly,
about.
just go out there and do your thing, and then you relax then on stage, and it just show like, and you know.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes sometimes it's difficult when the sound's not great or something on stage. You know what I mean? But I think as long as you just play what you know you're meant to be playing, and you know that it sounds good because you've done it a million times before, then you just got to hope that it sounds good out the front. Do you know what I mean?
Well, that's
And
it,
just
you
get-
know what I mean. Sometimes it's out your hands, like half the time as well.
Yeah,
like,
so you just got
the
to
sound engineer's shit, like, so you know what I mean. He's one of them, or the room is shit itself, like. But just do what you fucking do. But I'm enjoying playing gigs like fucking now more than ever, to be honest. Yeah, just playing it, just writing it, recording it. Yeah, so we'll be recording soon actually.
How are you? So like,
Yeah, back in with Gav like next week.
Next week.
Not this weekend, next weekend. Yeah.
when will it be like released?
Down the
Like,
Magic Garden. Well,
The Magic Gap.
I don't know what we're going to do with it. We
Well, we ain't really got that.
We're back in there in March, like, so we'll do another track then and just keep recording and might do an album.
Yeah, I mean, we're just trying to get a few gigs around May, sort of June time. So maybe a release then. I don't know. We'll just see what happens. We've got a video that's going to be out before then, and a remix of a track that will be out before then as well. So the stuff we're recording will be out a little bit later on. In the year.
Yeah, we've got some bits and bobs that we need to release. And anyway, before we release anything that we're going to record, if that makes kind of sense.
Okay,
But so we have got a few things happening, like, and but yeah, just enjoying it,
We've
man.
been lazy, but lazy in a positive way.
oh yeah.
We've been quiet more than lazy. I think. I think I was probably wrong when I said lazy. It's probably we've been quiet in terms of we ain't really put nothing out on social media or anything. Like
Do you have any Spotify? Do you have Spotify and that like?
Yeah.
for people to listen to?
It's,
Spotify,
People
Apple
can find
Music.
us on all of the usual places. Like it's just that we haven't put anything up. We haven't put anything up for a while. Facebook wise.
Spotify.
We wished everyone Happy New Year, didn't we?
Yeah.
It's
We've
nice,
put a couple of
isn't it?
things
It's
on.
nice, yeah.
We've just been writing stuff though. I think that because the EP was like it's quite a big chapter really.
Yeah.
It was quite a big thing. So I think we just sort of and we'd worked so hard on it, and then sort of the end we got it out and people had reviewed it, played it, listened to it, liked it and whatever, and we'd had some really good feedback, and it was we just sort of took some time out then just to sort of regroup really, and I think I don't know, we don't like to keep doing the same thing.
We're
do you
just
know what I mean?
we've
So I
been
think
like how we can make it better.
we're looking at
What can we do that's better?
Yeah, we've been basically looking at different ways of writing. So the stuff that comes out in the next, spring or whenever it is that we decide to put it out, it might be, quite a bit different to the EP that's just been put out, because that's just I don't know.
That's the way we roll, eh?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
That's what we
As
do.
like Ash was saying earlier, do you know what I mean? We don't write to be any particular style or sound like anybody in particular. We just write what we like, but not the same thing over and over again. Like we released Mankind, and that was quite, I don't know, quite 80s, I suppose, in some respects. And then the EP wasn't really that electronic, like, do you know what I mean? It wasn't. So we used a lot of strings and some brass, and those songs were written in a different sort of way. So that's why we put them all out together.
I think
this
that
moment, sorry, this moment in time, the EP, we're supposed to be like kind of like promoting it and trying to sell it, but we've moved on from it.
the EP
It's become nostalgic already.
Yeah. So like, to us, like, you know what I mean? But like, it's like, you know, we love it, like, you know, and listening back to it's great, and it's there, like, you know. But to us, it's like a moment in time already, even though it was only a couple of months ago.
But everybody's done that subconsciously without even having a conversation.
Yeah.
You know,
And we just move on. I mean, and I
know
think
it.
like the sounding of the new stuff that we've been doing already is like saying Goom. It's a little bit more electronic again, and then but it's got more of the live, and it has got some bits of stringy synthy sound. So it's a bit of a crossover kind, you know, and it's more us now. So and then in a couple of months' time, we'll be somewhat different. Like,
There's a perfect formula out there for us, and we're going to find it.
No, we'll never achieve
we'll never achieve that. No,
Because we're never happy, that's why.
I think this is the perfect formula at this moment in time. And then 2 weeks' time, we'll write something different. We go, no. We're good to something else.
Well, it's just like you tasting music from
Because
being
it is, yeah. We've got loads.
very young.
The thing is, we've got like we've got a vast.
Yeah, and you listen to that forever.
Exactly.
When I was a kid, I used to get, say, 7 singles that I loved, and all types of music. You know, you're talking like from the Kinks to say Stone Love, Diana. Is it Diana Ross? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. And then just play them on repeat and repeat for about 3 months. And then when I was at Manchester Poly, I'd play The Queen Is Dead, the Smiths, for like a year. And nothing else, I just play that.
I've gone through it. I think we've all gone through that.
Yeah, and then that's what you do. And
There's always that one certain
in the
song.
music in the band. Because you love it.
Yeah.
What's your favourite track to play at a gig? Like, what gets the biggest reaction? Like,
Don't know. Mankind always goes down well, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
No,
always.
no cover does.
That cover's good.
Yeah, no cover's good.
But I think Human Existence has been really good. We've only played it at about 3
Yeah,
gigs.
Human
haven't we?
Existence was something that we
different, innit?
sort of started to mess about with in terms of doing
Back here
something
and
slightly
back here
different.
and as well.
Yeah, that's good.
yeah.
But we played a brand new one at that Live Again, didn't we?
Yeah, Live
This
Again,
is a
yeah.
remake of what we used to play, completely different. And a few people
Yeah,
like
when-
that. You could tell it was
Yeah, yeah,
a
it's
different vibe.
See, that
that was the beginning of the new stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think that's gonna. We'll record that sometime.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that in March.
March, yeah, we'll do it in March. Why not?
What do you reckon?
Yeah.
What do you?
I reckon we do that
So,
Belgian trance one. Man.
Which one?
Belgian trance. Yeah. Oh yeah, which one?
That one you did.
The one you did. Yeah, well, yeah.
Oh,
Father
the,
Christmas. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Which one's that?
We'll show
Belgian
you.
Belgian
We'll
trance.
show you. It's
Very good.
it's funny.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Is it
Wires?
Wires, that one. We got there's loads. We just experiment all the time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's that many different things going on that we try and bring to the band eventually. That who knows? Who knows what's going to happen next?
Like,
We
in the
don't
space of
really
like
know
2
what's
weeks,
gonna
I think
happen
Nash sent like this dance song. It sounds like Daft Punk. A week later, Ash went, "Well, why don't we do one like this?" And it was just like a punk song. And it's like fucking hell. It's like it's like really different.
They could
Like,
sort of
but
work
it don't
together
matter.
now,
It don't matter. It's like that's how we were.
Yeah, it's what we do.
But being the drummer in the band is no point getting comfortable when they're writing songs because you can expect the next week to never hear it again. You work out all these nice little bits and you think, oh, I like that.
Well,
It's
just
gone.
change
We've got
the
some
key.
fucking brilliant
So-
songs that
Yeah.
are
So
just,
take the nice bits and try and
Just
put
be
them in the other
dropped.
stuff.
yeah,
We've got like
Before we even had a chance to do
just
anything with it.
discontinue them before anybody's heard them.
Yeah.
Live Again made it.
chucked him on the boss pile.
Yeah, they've got on the
It's
boss
the boss-
pile.
the boss
with all
pile
that
in the
shit
corner.
over
Oh,
there.
is it?
Yeah. Well,
This is where we keep a lot of like
There's
stuff
probably at least 50
that we
plus,
bought and we don't bother using.
Yeah.
at least 50 plus tunes in the back burner somewhere.
you've
You
got
know
like
anybody who wanted to buy
songs
any
that you've got
carpet
like
tiles?
in here,
We've
and
got
it's like
loads.
fucking sound very
Not bad.
good for a podcast, but these are more like tracks.
No,
like,
no, I'm just at rehearsal, just doing
Okay,
a
got loads.
podcast
stuff here,
interview.
like
Yeah.
So I'll call
stuff
you
here.
Yeah, say hello to Barbara.
back. Bye.
Right,
Babs is
Barbara.
on the phone.
Right, Babs?
Barbara's on the phone.
All right, mate. Yeah, there's just a few things knocking
Oh,
about.
God.
So that's what we do.
So is that a lot of stuff that will maybe coming out
Yeah.
at some point? And
Every
Well,
now and
we need
again,
to
every now and
rework
again,
them
we
all.
flick back through it, and then people send each other stuff going, "Fucking hell, do you remember this one?" And you
Yeah.
go, "Oh yeah." Then we'll.
There's a new version of it comes out, it's completely different. I'll look at my notes. Go, I remember the notes that go. It's a completely different key. We've rewritten the bass line. And
yeah.
We just did that with the song tonight, didn't we?
Yeah, it's just got to like. Well, it's changed the key twice in the last 2 weeks.
It's got to be the right key.
Yeah,
So what is it you love about gigging and that?
not carrying the gear.
Oh yeah.
It's the anticipation,
I love just playing to new people.
the fulfilment.
That's it, just like seeing what people think, and well, not. To be honest, I don't really care what people think. I'm going to contradict myself there. Just actually just getting on there and just putting our message across, man, and like our music across. People like it. It's fucking brilliant, like, you know what I mean. But
It's like an identity.
yeah, we you know we do you know we it's not pretentious or anything. You know we do it for ourselves. You know to a certain degree. You know and yeah.
You know, each set's a bit of an achievement, isn't it? Because like you've worked so hard on the tracks, like writing them,
Yeah.
and that like
Yeah, we are just,
know,
yeah,
just
we are
like-
just like a.
you go and play them because that's like that
Full
means that
piece band,
song's
I mean.
finished. You know what I mean? And that well, it doesn't actually. that's a lie because we tend to go back and go, no, that song needs changing. So, but
Exactly.
it is just it's a marker. Do you know what I mean? In terms of where we're at a certain point. So I think.
It's
I like to think of them
They
as
say you can't have your cake and eat it, but if you write a song as a band and play it really well live and people enjoy it, you certainly can eat it.
yeah.
Can't you?
It's a good quote of the
Getting all deep.
podcast.
That was
Getting all deep.
That was lovely. That was Pete.
It's very inspirational.
Very inspirational.
How many of these points has he had? Has he got?
I know he's had fucking two, isn't he? Eh?
Not enough.
It's going to be the highlight of the
Keg's
year.
gone. What's that keg by that fire?
I know. It's going to get. We certainly can have your cake and eat it.
But
Can I eat keg and eat it?
You
Well,
can
look
have
at
your
you.
cake and drink it.
You prefer John.
You fucking.
I don't think
Had
there's
your
any
cake and
left, is
drank
there?
it. Well,
It's nice and warm.
so, what do you reckon's your best gig so far you ever done?
that we've ever done. Oh. I don't know about what we've ever done.
That last one was
But
good.
the last
I think the last one. It's
Well
always,
done,
yeah.
Yeah, he's doing his last gig.
Yeah, nothing broke. Everything worked the way it was meant to work. So it's
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
It's-
We bought some
at the
near
moment-
Leeds there.
There's only about like 10
Yeah,
people
that's
there, but it was good.
With Pro.
Yeah, it was good.
Pack stuff up and pack stuff.
So, one of my favourite questions of the podcast I like to ask: have you got any rock and roll stories you can share to us?
I don't know about-
Sharing.
I don't know about what we can share.
I've got one.
Go on.
I had a cigarette. Well, I had 3 cigarettes with Ian Curtis
Yeah.
on the Thursday before he died. Not
Co-
many people could say that.
You can't get much.
Can't get rid of that.
Very rock
No,
and
that
roll.
nah.
Put that in your pipe and fucking smoke.
Yeah, I don't know.
Go on.
It's from years ago. There's probably loads, but
We've had loads of flares. haven't we?
yeah, we had loads. We weren't very nice people at one point.
We wasn't very nice
We
people.
weren't. We were fucking a nightmare
Right.
to work with or talk to
We was,
or
man.
share a stage with. It
We
was
probably
fucking
like
a
go
pain in
back
the
about
arse.
20 years. We probably wouldn't be able to sit down and have. Like, we'd just be horrible on this now, and this would be, and people would just give
Oh,
fuck
that
me.
would
And
have been cool, mate, to be fair.
Nah, but you come, you know, you
Well,
do,
the
co-
equipment
you
would
do
have been
come across
broken
like
all sorts, it
well, you
wouldn't
just
have
come
been
across
able
like a cunt, though, yeah. And then like I think we have actually matured. What I have, and you do actually look back now and think, fuck me, I was a fucking knob then. Do you know what I mean? But
Yeah,
But
I mean,
yeah,
I don't do you no favours, I don't think. Do you know what I mean?
Nah,
It's good for stories and it's good for like a laugh.
yeah,
Yeah.
But like, in all seriousness, it don't actually do you no favours. Like, because we,
no
you know, if we're honest, we missed out on quite a lot of
opportunities and stuff.
opportunities,
yeah.
like from being that way. Do you know what I mean? And it's you know, it's not a good. It's not good, like
Yeah,
really,
yeah.
because it could have been, you know, we could have been sitting here having a different conversation.
But we wouldn't change a thing.
But
either.
no, definitely not, man. Definitely, without a fucking doubt. Like, but you know, like when you see some of the younger bands, like you know, thinking they're all that like, and giving it all that sort of
Attitude.
rock and roll attitude, like thinking it's still cool to throw TVs out of them. You
It's
know,
it's
out
how
a
you
window
know.
and
No.
all that.
See what you're on
It
about,
doesn't
to be
happen
fair,
anymore.
yeah.
Like, you know, you can't be.
But it's
you
been
can't
done-
be like that anymore,
Yeah.
and get by.
It's a different era, isn't
Yeah,
it?
you know, you can't be horrible to people and get by because they just.
It
there's
looked
that many
good in the
people around,
80s
there's
and the
that many
60s.
bands and that.
Exactly,
They just have
it's
other
been done that
bands.
many times, and you know what I
Yeah.
mean. And there is enough cunts out there, are they?
Oh.
As well.
Yeah.
You know, but the thing is, if you're
Like
going to do it
Morrissey.
proper, like you got to. Thing is, if you're going to do it proper, you got to continue being like a twat and a cunt. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But like most people, it's just a fucking act, like you know what
Oh,
I mean.
no.
Or
He does it out the office thing, don't he?
who's your face?
Ricky Gervais.
Yeah, but he's a fucking.
He's a. Oh,
He's
one of
not in
those
a band,
people.
he's a comedian.
He's a cunt though.
Yeah, he's a cunt.
David
No.
Bowie, don't he?
Be interviewing him next.
Gervais.
Yeah.
Call him out.
Yeah, if you can come on. Well, he seems like
Yeah,
a bit of a knob, but yeah.
Like I say, rock and roll stories, really. They're never really that rock.
They might sound
Exactly.
rock and roll.
They
to
are,
you,
no, they're like. You know what I mean? I think Pete's
Overrated.
was the best one. That's like
Yeah, Pete
that's
was the
like
best one. It didn't
that's
involve anything.
exactly. There's no like fights or anyone being a cunt. That's just a really beautiful like thing in it. Like you know what I mean? Like that
We
music.
did have a fight with a load of monks though. Once.
Oh.
Oh god.
Where was that?
Yeah, that was in the varsity.
Yeah.
They weren't actual
Oh,
monks.
I was about to say.
Obviously, there were people dressed as monks. That
Oh,
was quite. And then we
okay.
played the gig afterwards.
Oh.
After we'd hidden from the police.
Oh,
That's
fucking hell.
they'd have that one.
Strange though, I ran out to the side to hide from the police, and
Playing gig.
Gareth Gates was in there.
If anyone,
That's rock and roll.
if anyone remembers him,
If the night couldn't get any stranger.
Yes. that
Apart
was-
from our mate hiding upstairs under a gorilla costume, away from the police. That was quite
Yeah, yeah.
strange. But, yeah.
See, you asked, like, but,
No,
but that's just made us
I
look
like
like I
it.
couldn't see it.
no.
But yeah, I'm nice really. If you want to buy a
Good night,
vinyl.
though. It's good night.
Oh yeah, if you want to. I'll buy some vinyl.
Oh, cheers. Can you buy 250?
Yeah, you can sell them
I
on
wish. But
We'll sign them.
is there anything else you'd like to add to the podcast that I haven't asked?
I hope Ian's alright.
Yeah,
Is he recovered?
I think he has. Yeah.
Is he alright?
Hope you're alright, Ian. If you're listening,
Yeah.
I think you'll listen to like 10 minutes of it and might switch off. But is that all you'd like to add to the podcast, or have you got anything inspirational you can say to the listeners?
So, have you got anything else inspirational?
Inspirational.
Yeah, about what's okay.
Anything just like anything inspirational we can
Not really,
spread.
no.
No, I'm in fucking
I
I'm
just get in
boring.
trouble with it
No, just
I ain't gonna say
buy a
nothing.
vinyl. Like,
Yeah.
buy
Buy-
some
buy-
vinyl.
Are the vinyls out now, or
Yeah.
are they? How long have they been
just
out?
get
for?
it,
Soft release.
they're still about, but we've just not really put them out.
Oh, like,
You know what I
you
mean?
haven't
Not really.
advertised them or
We've got
anything?
loads. We've basically got loads of vinyl, but we actually put it out there that
We
we've
ain't
got
told
loads of
nobody
vinyl.
about it
So yeah, we've got
need
some
to
vinyl.
register.
We've got vinyl,
Need
and
to
it's
register on
it's
that
really good, and it's
store.
nice, and it's green.
Have you
and it's
always
really-
wanted to put it on vinyl? Like, was that your like main thing you
okay.
wanted to do in a band?
No,
Because you have to put all the
Really?
numbers in and all that.
it's expensive, eh?
Oh, I know. Yeah.
It's
I always
expensive.
ask people like,
It's expensive
looks
to do.
good.
yeah.
Sounds
I always
great,
ask people, would you ever put it on vinyl? But that's the first thing
It's
they
good.
say.
Well, it's niche at the moment, and it's
Yeah.
back.
It's
Do you know what I
back
mean?
on
And
the
it does
scene.
look nice. It's it's
Sounds
big
the
and
best.
and it does sound good. Really good. On
Yeah.
vinyl.
So have you done well selling the vinyl yet, or
No,
not even
no, I mean,
sold
this
it.
is this
Yeah, we
is
ain't sure.
it.
this is the way
this
you're gonna
is
get it
it.
out?
Still on
there?
a fucking pallet.
Yeah,
in
so
his
I'll
house.
do it.
Still in the box.
White labels there.
I've got the white label still there.
White label there.
Still white
We
label.
might hold the
Talking
How long has it been there for?
About
3
It's
months.
been there for ages.
Yeah, look.
You can run a competition if you
Am
want.
I one of the first people to see it? Like, in
You're
my
the only,
life?
yeah, but apart from us, yeah.
Yeah, fucking hell.
He's got the vinyl there, not his penis.
It's alright. 12 inch.
Great, man.
Now he's getting his penis out.
Oh, Jesus
We're the
Christ.
first
Run
people
away.
to see that.
What are you doing?
Rock and roll.
Bloody hell, Callum. Oh, bloody hell, mate.
One day they'll be queuing up to buy that.
Yeah.
The vinyl.
His penis. It's lovely, it's soft.
It was.
Oh, Jesus Christ. First time this ever happened on the podcast, to be fair. But
Oh, yeah.
I'm lost now. Yeah, so keep in tune for Methods vinyl. Is it the EP like on vinyl?
Yeah, it's an EP
Yeah.
on vinyl.
Yeah.
Anything it's called.
To be fair, it looks great. It's
Yeah.
got its
Sounds great too.
luminous yellow or something.
And he might be
green.
selling it.
It's fucking green.
Yeah.
I'm fucking colourblind.
And you can get it.
Yeah,
as-
really.
Yeah. So you soon be like bringing it into Stay Loose to get
Yeah.
sold up.
Stay
So
Loose.
you've been on sale in Stay
Yeah,
Loose,
yeah,
and
it'll be there
If
as
anybody
soon as-
wants one, tell them to message us.
yeah, we will. Yeah,
May message us on Twitter, Facebook.
I'll link your
Yeah, it's sweet, man.
link it all on my Facebook and all that.
It's an official website, which is.
So we'll sign it for you as well.
Oh, great. Thank you, and thank you for doing
and
the podcast.
and the vinyl.
Yeah, man. Oh, fucking hell. But thank you for doing the podcast, and we
no,
finally
cheers for
got to do the podcast as well because we've been on about doing it for a while, haven't
Yeah,
we?
man.
Yeah.
So
Cheers.
thanks for being on, and have a good year as well.
Thanks for coming down.
Cheers.
Cheers, Callum.
Cheers.
Ta.
Well, that's an end of another episode of Crashing In Podcast. Thank you, Methods, for joining me. Brilliant bunch. I really appreciate everything, the support and all that, and wish you all the best. I'll see you when I see you as well. So yeah, please check them out on Spotify, people, and please buy their new EP on vinyl or CD. You can get it at CD. It's available at Stay Loose Records as well. And yeah, like please get your EPs and get following them on Spotify, Instagram, and all the mains. They're a brilliant band and one of my favourite bands at the moment. But I have several others as well. Yeah. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the episode today. Some gigs are coming up in March and that, such as and the end of February. It's 29th of Feb, Crest Glider and Sundial at I think it's the O2 Academy, I think. And Alex Ohm is playing at the Newhampton Arts Centre, Stay Loose Records. Same with Kuzinka Tiger. I don't know if I've pronounced that right. They will correct me when I see them. And many more. I'm trying to think now. I think they're all the gigs I know. Oh, and Ladyland as well, and they're a podcast that's going to be happening. Ladyland All Hands Sounds, that's coming up. Well, that's a sold out event. Same with the Alex Ohm Newhampton Arts Centre event. Brilliant support with Sleepyheads and Flares and DJ set by the Jack Fletcher Band. So that's going to be a good night. And yeah, hope to see you all there. And see you all later. And next week's episode, I will be joined with Thieves from County Durham. They're from Bishop Auckland. And yeah, that's going to be a good episode. They're maybe this era's mod revival band, I'd say. They dress like mods, so I guess they're mods. And yeah, I'm going to be talking about their inspirations, their music and that, and gigs. Same old. And it's going to be a good one next week. So see you all later.